There is one common thread amongst abusers, racists, white supremacists, colonial and imperial powers. There's one common thread. There's one thing that they all have in common. There's one phrase that they all believe, that they all say to themselves, that they all demonstrate through their actions, the way that they display their power and domination over other people. Because remember, it's all about power dynamics. That's why when Black people say Black people can't be racist, it's about power dynamics. Racism is not just believing that you have an inherent superiority over another group based on race. It's not only that, it's also the systems. It's the political power, the social power, the economic power, right, to oppress another group based on that belief system. So power dynamics matter. So whether you're talking about Diddy and Cassie and that horrible viral video, abuse on display, just awful. I haven't watched it, but I've heard enough about it. It's this one phrase that comes up every time I think of these abusers, white supremacists, racists, and colonial and imperial powers. This one phrase: I can do whatever I want to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Also, the moment you resist, the moment you try to stop me from abusing you, from oppressing you, from bringing violence against you, you become the problem, not me. The one that's, that started it. Oh no, the one that's really the problem is you. Now that you're speaking out, that's why people tell me talking about racism creates more racism. No, it does not. That's so stupid. That is the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. Talking about the problem is not the problem. The problem is the problem. Talking about it brings more awareness to the problem. But they don't want the people who are victims of abuse and oppression and racism and all of these things to speak out, because then they call you aggressive and you're a terrorist and you're the problem and you're angry. Oh, and you're dangerous, right? But the power dynamic tells us that the ones who are creating the issues, the ones who are enacting the abuse and the oppression and the occupation and the violence and the racism, they're the ones that have the power. Who's really the problem? Palestinians are not allowed to resist the occupation or violence that has been brought against them for 76 years. No, 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 because when they do, they're terrorists and they are the problem. They are the problem. Innocent children, innocent Palestinian children are the aggressors, right? That's why they had to unalive 15,000 innocent children and babies, because they're the problem, not the ones who've been occupying, not the ones who've been bringing violence against them for 76 years. Nope, it's them. People look at victims of abuse like Cassie. Well, why didn't she do this? And why did she say that? And why did this happen? And what happened before? And excuse me, think about the power dynamics. Who had the power? Who had the power in this situation? Wasn't her. Cut it out. They do the same thing with the continent of Africa. Africa's not a country, okay? In case anybody was confused. The continent of Africa. Why can't they just get themselves, why can't they get themselves together? Why are their governments so corrupt? Why this? Why that? Who has the power? Who has come in and brought violence and domination to have power over these African countries? Think about it. It's called I Can Do What I Want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Let's think about George Floyd, because we're coming up on the anniversary of his murder at the end of this month. Who had the power to say, I'm going to sit here with my knee on his neck while people watch? I'm going to do what I want to do, and there's nothing that you can do about it. Marjorie Taylor Greene said, I could talk to Jasmine Crockett however I want to talk to her, because I could do what I want to do, and there's nothing you, Black woman, can do about it. I'm supported and surrounded by white men. They're gonna back me up. I'm a white woman. They're gonna back me up no matter what I do, because I can do what I want to do, and there's nothing you can do about it. We got to fix that, and fixing it starts with you. It starts with you. Okay. So you may have heard my announcement. I'm doing a countdown to Juneteenth, celebration through education. For 30 days, you're going to get some emails, you're going to get some audios, you're going to get some challenges to help you to become a better and more empowered anti-racist leader and ally, so that you can be a part of the solution, an active part of the solution, instead of being a passive part of the problem and saying, hey, nothing I can do about it. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything. Stop doing that. We all have a part to play, so you do yours. Join me in this countdown to Juneteenth 30-day challenge. Sign up at that link on my profile. I'll see you in the challenge.